Hello everyone and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. This is part 10. Let me just move out of the way because I've got a bit of a leaf. It's floating now. We are back with part 10 of Hogwarts Legacy, back from where we left off in the herbology greenhouses. This is my traditional log on, log off moment. Well, area, sorry. I don't know, I've just made it a tradition of mine. I mean, there's nothing really special about the herbology greenhouses. They're just classrooms for people who like herbology, care of magical plants. But I thought, sorry, in most of them I've decided to finish here, so it's now a tradition. So you'll know when I'm finishing, when I go in the herbology department. Right, now, as always, if you just bear with me a sec, I'm just updating my social media so that other folks know I'm live. In the meantime, I hope you're all doing well. Right then, let's get going. Now, what up if I did a quest? With Nebsack. Professor Weasley's assignment. Right, okay, we'll do Professor Weasley's assignment and then crack on with more afterwards.
I suppose
Oh, I forgot it was cold out here. Check my gear. What robe am I wearing? Yes, that's okay. Great. I'm on our way to find, which I think is a... here we are. The underground harbour.
So this is the underground harbour?
Yeah, the underground harbour.
Revelio.
Gotcha. Right, got that. Anything I can hit? Oh, Christ. Let's go back to the viaduct courtyard and find the next piece. Oh, I meant to press that then. Oh, I'm not far away, might as well just run, get some exercise. Don't slip over on this snow and ice. I'll tell you what, look at that beautiful wintry scenery. It's great. I warm you nice students up now. You know, get by the fire, keep yourself... Oh, hi, you alright? So how are you? Don't stand under there, you'll get wet and catch cold. That's what I just said, go stand by that fire and get yourself warm. Oh, better yet, the door's there, just go inside the bleeding castle. Oh well, I'll leave you to it. No, I ain't gonna lose sleep over you. can hear Peeves lurking about here now. Gotcha. Hogwarts.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now?
Hey,
I'll give
come
you
on,
this
don't be a
book
cow.
if you
No, I'm
humour
joking,
me by
just don't.
answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions
Yeah,
and
quiz
then I'll
sounds
hand over
like
this
fun.
book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
I'll say the golden
The
snidget.
Golden Snidget.
Correct!
Oh,
the
great.
Snidget was first
Sweet.
introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis. I
Felix
know that one.
Felicis.
Well done. Since it
I've
makes
watched
the drinker
Half-Blood Prince.
temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Ho ho, now you're talking. Piece of piddle, Deathly
The
Hallows.
Hallows.
Correct. According
Oh
to Beedle
yes,
the
I'm
Bard,
a natural.
the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Well, that's piece of piss. The quaffle.
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
No, that's false.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion
But
can
then
be used
again,
to
Hermione
change
turned
things
into
such
a
as
cat,
age
didn't
or
she?
race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you.
No,
And I
you're
won't
right.
be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
I won't.
I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio took a quick look at this.
Want to test your knowledge on some more difficult
No, I just wanted to
questions?
grab the page.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Right then, time to get to class. Wee, wee, wee.
I'm happy to let you know, but I'm not sure it's as exciting as you might think.
Revelio.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an
Hello,
owl
Gareth.
to stop students from cheating.
So, has your aunt been taking it a bit easier on you lately?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, a few days ago, she gave me a detention. I was only testing a new recipe in a mostly empty classroom, and the fire was put out quick enough.
If you're setting things on fire, then perhaps you ought to rethink your choices.
That's exactly what Aunt Matilda said. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the fires. It'll be bigger than butterbeer. Oh, that gives me an idea. Better write it down. Best of luck to you.
Oh, you too, mate.
I hated learning banishment. Never had such abysmal marks. A Beginner's Guide to Transfiguration was Miley's favourite textbook. I cannot seem to wrap my head around the subject.
Yeah, hello. I'm here for class.
Settle down. Settle down.
Settle down, settle in.
Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that it? Professor Weasley.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I
Yeah,
did.
you shit.
You seem to have
No,
had no
joking.
trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank
The
you.
extra
yes.
assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Professor Black's house on information of various code in any way to Professor.
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Splendid. Just completes another assignment. Right, children. Let's put this to good use. I think I'll get rid of
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the trip.
This?
Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
I'll go see Sebastian first, see what he wants. He's not too far away. Oh, lovely.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there you are.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting
Hey, what's going on with
I'd
your
never
own?
swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Oh dear.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
Poor Anne and Sebastian.
That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I can't lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Right. Now what? Is Sebastian still down here? bloody Nora. Jesus. Oh, right then. I'll go speak to her Natty. I'll tell you what I'll also do as well. I've got a skill point here. Oh, 2 points. Sweet. Oh, I can't have that till level 22. Requirement. What's this? I love that one. I love that one as well. Hello. Oh, Sebastian, there you are, mate. Cold. That's better.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Shut up. Nah,
So frustrating.
Greetings.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you.
I was crack-a-lacking.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you a little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it.
Christ.
However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is.
Oh,
I
Christ, they're
love
just missing all the
transforming,
dialogues
but
then.
Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
What's that then? Where to now? Professor Dragon Debrief, talk to Puppy. Oh, she wants to go to 3 broomsticks.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Hogsmeade, are you? So no, I'll have me usual, please.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind
Change
me.
of pace.
The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can.
Thank you very much.
I'll let you know when I have
now.
news of her location.
No, then, you're right. I'll talk to you when we'll get up at you and say, Barky, where's me pint? So this is awful here.
you're back. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, I have some glasses.
Nice doing business with you.
Look at this. Right then.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
Yeah,
Thanks
I've
for
been
stopping
done
by.
now, haven't I?
I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again.
Yeah, well,
It
you got
may
your
sound
1,000 quid,
ambitious,
so
but
don't push your
I've already
luck.
begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Arendelle that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you.
Looks
I know
like he's
this
got a
recent
Christmas
success was
jumper on
only
it.
the beginning of what I can do for Broom Flight. Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
Yeah, whatever.
Off to the races, then.
Off to the races.
Does it get any more cosy than Hogsmeade?
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
Oh, sorry, the races will have to wait. This is more important. Look at this. Flying. Hogwarts in the snow, but it's cold. Look, get. There you are. Sorted.
I'm most pleased to be included.
Right then. Oh, what? Ah, I get it. Right then. I went to the wrong one. Whoops a daisy, that's my fault. I do apologise.
One less human to worry about.
Ah, shut up. Don't talk to me, mate.
An intruder!
Disgusting.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Oh, well, he ain't gonna find out, is he? Unless he's lurking around somewhere.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
No, come on, now let's go in and have a lucky loot.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
No, that foul smell is me, mate. I had eggs for breakfast. Oh, man, anyway. Right then, sorry, let's crack on. Shit, the bloody spiders.
Perhaps that was it. The rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified. Accurate.
Ooh. My uniform. Oh, look at this one. What's that? Hey?
This room is taller than it looks.
More bloody creepy crawlies. Finished.
I shall see you. Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Oh, more bleeding spiders. Right.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Ooh.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Both outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary.
It's a student's diary, mate.
Says plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Revelio.
Prepare it. This archway's been barricaded.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Confringo. Wingardium Leviosa.
The student mentioned bones as the key. Therefore, bone piles must be what we need.
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Wingardium Leviosa.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Accio.
Lumos.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Bloody bones.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through.
Well, just a pretty
I felt it
face,
in
you know,
my
mate.
bones.
Nice.
You pardon the pun.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Right,
It's
go on
probably
then.
wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand's movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go.
Fantastic.
Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard. Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try. That worked. Keep going. There we go.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Bloody piss take.
Revelio.
Oh, it's there.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Fantastic.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Bloody spiders. Actually, we'll have that curse back.
Rebellion.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic.
Note.
It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous?
Ominous? What's he doing there?
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
Oh, for God's sake.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his
Come
mind.
on.
Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance. That the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
You two seem ready for adventure.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Boy! What have you done?
What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Yeah, that's best, mate.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town centre.
Let's go and meet her in Hogsmeade.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to
Before I do, folks, I'm just going to pause the stream. Just take care of something. Back in a sec. Oh, here I am, folks. Hiccups.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't
Hello,
keep you
Poppy.
waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Graham told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg nuts in Plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course.
Of
Shall we
course.
leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Once and for all.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning? Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful.
Let's find her.
If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Poor thing must be all sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Oh, this is bloody dangerous, this is.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done At least 10 usually.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
Reparo.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
What? How lucky for us.
They must have been starved to pick off a graphorn.
Or just rare.
Dragon.
Over here! Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw my attention. Follow the
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Hey, this is going right. It's the wolf now.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past. Get to that opening below her. There's the nest. We're almost there.
Oh, great. Come on.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
This dragon, bloody hell, look at the teeth. Oh, you got your egg. Didn't even say thank you. Good
That
God.
was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am.
Ready if you are.
After our dragon rescue at Hauntown Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
Oh, look, Honey Duke sweeties. Can I go and get some sweets? Oh, look at this. All the sweets. Yum, yum. Sweets.
Revelio.
Bit of cake. Look at Hogwarts.
on another adventure, are we?
Yes.
Answer me this!
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and when I was at second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Okay, that's that. Where shall I go now? Blimey.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Bust the high wing! High wing! Go!
Come on, I-Wing. Look at this. Flying. High wing. It's Hogwarts.
Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain views.
If it isn't the second best Slytherin.
Aye,
Hello, Imelda. So, another
aye.
trial?
No, second
Of course it's another trial.
Slither.
And you'd better be taking part.
Does this mean you've changed your mind about me?
Well, you're a step up from the good-for-nothings who usually challenge me. While they sit around and hope to be the best, I put in hours of practice. No one sets records by wishing for them, and I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
Of course I am.
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
Ready for anything, mate. Have it. Whee! Oh, come on. There we go. Look. Whoa.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Aha! Now that's more like it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on.
Now that's more like it.
I've got this.
Oh, yeah. See, I ain't just a pretty face, you know, Imelda.
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
Really?
You said your reputation for talent put some people out. Like whom?
If you must know, I've had to deal with jealousy from members of our house. When we were first years, Nerida Roberts and I spent loads of time on our brooms, pledged to fly every day. As my skill on a broom grew, rapidly I might add, Nerida suddenly didn't have time for flying practice. I tried to give her pointers,
But she didn't have the natural ability I did. Clearly, she was jealous.
Oh
Poor thing
dear.
spends all her
Oh,
time
well.
now dawdling by the lake, obsessed with merpeople. Won't even learn to swim. I refuse to downplay my talents to coddle someone else's fragile ego. Anyway, I need to ready the next course.
Never
Stop by
mind.
when it's ready, if you can handle it.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve. To race this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard, where
Sorry,
you can
love.
start the
I'm
race and
off.
check your time.
Another successful flight. I should let Mr. Weeps know.
Oh yes, gonna be good this.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade,
Good news,
I was
Mr.
able to
Weeks.
set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential.
Oh, can I have my
How
money
did your
back?
broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another upgrade, the pleasure's all mine.
You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon. Thank you again, truly.
Yeah, you're a bloody mug though, mate, I must admit.
Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
Back at Hogwarts.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she alright?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's alright. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have
we
known.
can't.
I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden
blimey.
snitch in Greenwich is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Right then. What's that? I'm gonna do the main quest now. Ooh, goodness.
I think it's for the
Best one ever!
That's not it.
Hello there.
Oh, lad. Oh,
Hello,
yeah.
Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I
Might
think
be
he simply
dangerous,
wants
yeah.
to show me something that involves gobbledygook.
But it's
If
okay.
it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Well, try me, mate.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker.
cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lord Gok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio.
Going.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Oh, blimey. Oh, little legs.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lord Gok.
Lord Gok.
Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What
Tell
else
us
should we
more,
know
go
about
on.
the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Bloody goblins.
The door is looking at us.
Yeah. Hang on a minute.
I'll be quiet.
Sorted. We're going in.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
These machines operate on steam. Interesting.
That was magic. He just transported into there.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but it seems like it's something else altogether.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Come on, lad. Well, if you've dealt with worse enemies, this should be bloody bread and butter to you, this.
Clever.
What's going on out there?
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Good for you. I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Not important, mate. Come on, let's get
Let's
moving.
take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
Right. don't wish to be seen, do we? That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. Imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Nothing over here.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. I'm
Oh, come on then.
If only I could get my hands on Fig or that student.
There's loads of them.
There's no Dallas.
I've never seen a sword like it.
Come on then.
You should know better than that by now. We've all told you before, and look what happens when you don't listen.
You're not patrol.
One less human to worry about.
Come on, come on.
Not quite. Lucky, that's all. Your spells glance off me.
Come on then. Come and get some.
Should be the last of them I'll meet.
Any boilers I need to fire up?
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodcock what we found. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
Who's there?
Revelio.
Ah, the elevator. Oh, come on, soft lad.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
Oh, we might buy you a butterbeer and the free broomsticks.
I don't know what they're up to. We can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
We're eight.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Maybe.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Lodgok.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site.
Improvised research
studying
sites.
something
How
so
convenient.
intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her.
Oh, nice.
She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife.
Professor
Told me of her
Fig's wife.
research. And I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them.
All of them?
I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Cock, for telling me this.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Ranrock. Off another adventure. Gotcha. My requirement.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
What would you like to talk about then?
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deke has had a thought. He...
Oh, I say. What's this?
Oh, seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend.
Right. Well, I suppose I better get cracking looking then. More caves, more spiders. I thought this game's called Hogwarts Legacy. Might as well be called bloody Cave Legacy in the Wizarding World.
This must be Tobbs's cave. I suppose I should head inside.
Spiders. Extreme danger.
Tobbs's master is awful.
Tobbs? Tobbs?
Deke sent me.
Are you in here?
Spider. Dead.
It looks as if Tobbs was here some time ago. He must have headed deeper into the cave.
Got a feeling there's going to be a big jump scare now. Nudges. Absolute nudges. Yeah. Come on. Come and get some yam. How many times have I said that now? Kill the spider. I'll tell you what, if that was me, I'd be fainted by now and I'd just let him kill me. It'd be a spider dinner.
Didn't sound particularly reassuring. Huh? Yeah, I know. Hold on. Oh no.
one big spider. Oh my goodness. Oh, not a perfect spell. Oh shit, bastard got me. Yes. Won't be doing that again. Oh god, spiders.
Oh no. I have a feeling that house elf is poor Tobbs. Left here alone with the spiders. That table looks familiar. Seems I'm back at the entrance to the cave.
Okay, let me out then.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Okay, I hope this is a glitch. Must have missed some up.
Revelio.
Oh, let me out. Oh, what's going on? Oh dear. Let's try reloading. Let's try this way. Oh, great. Hang on a minute. Try this one. Oh, okay. Game's froze. Oh, blimey. Jesus Christ, this has not ended well for me. And this is not where I want to end this stream, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to. God, the game's glitched on me for the first time. Okay guys, thank you ever so much for watching. If you are new to my Twitch, please make sure you subscribe. No, not subscribe yet because I'm not affiliate yet. Follow and leave your notifications bell on so you don't miss me when I'm live. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon with more Hogwarts Legacy. Thank you, and I shall see you soon when this has fixed. Take care.